We're about halfway through and I've gotten the last 4 boxes and we're on my closet floor. Ooh, let's start off with this. We're going old school. So let's see what we got here. Lots of vintage decks. We got a vintage stud. Not the oldest one, not the only one I'm looking for. There's a different vintage stud, a slightly different back design that I'd love to get. This is the 50 set kind from Walgreens. They did those for a long time. I got this one. No tuck case, it's an Arco deck. I got the Spectator Pinochle. I got a few different streamlines. They may have different back designs from one to another, but I'm not going to spend the time to go for each one. A Club Reno. A Lombardi, and that's the same one as that blue one. That's what that one is. A Giant Face one. Very cool, very old school. More streamlines, red and blue. All sorts of different types of backs in there. I got a couple of golden nuggets. Unfortunately, no tuck cases. A black one and a green one. I got the Tomfoolery deck. That's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool as well. This is very old. It's like 100 years old or more. It is the Nile Fortune Telling Cards, USPC made. Looks like it's missing part of the case, but that's okay. Here you see the cards. Another one that's very cool. This is Great Mogul Lion Brand deck. This is, again, it's a little bit torn up. It is made for a, apparently, as you can see, it's got like pink and blue and green backs. It's made, oop, don't want to damage the box more. Apparently, it's a salesman deck. So they go around door to door, whatever, city to city, selling cards, and they would carry this with them. And sell them. This is what you can get. So it's pretty, very cool. That one it is. I got a Skull Bandit deck, which I got from PDC Magic, which I believe he has another one available if anyone's interested. Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. Blue ribbons and red and blue. These are the Rosette backs. I got them from eBay years ago. I got a couple of Champion brands here in red and blue, but I don't think what you see is what you get. Yeah, you get a different back in there. With this one, it's a... Actually, that's an Arco back. And the other one, I think, is the same back design as the tuck case, but that's the same case for a lot of these decks. It's like, you know, you get whatever in there. This one, okay, yeah, it's what you get on a tuck case. But I'm not going to show you each one specifically. This one's pretty cool. Bicycle Uncle Sam deck. It's got a Maple Leaf back, which is hardly Canadian, but it's an American deck. Don't know whose idea that was. An old Mohawk Aviator. Playboy. Red and blue. Very nice. An old Moro, which I got as a free gift one time from Carts Maji. I got Friars Club here in the red and the black. I guess it is. A number of... Okay, I'm back. Apparently my camera decided it had enough in the memory department. So I got this one, number 500 playing cards vintage, and has, you know, number 11, 12, and 13 instead of just a standard 52 cards. Cool back design, definitely vintage. I think that's where I left off. I'm not sure if I showed you that one. The Uncle Sam, which has the leaf backs, maple leaf, even though it's an American deck. I think I showed you the rest. We'll move on. There's this, I got this deck, it's from Mayette Paris. It's a French deck. Very, very cool, very interesting find. Definitely unique. I got these two, which are vintage Hornet decks. If you've seen the Hornet from Circle City Cards a few years ago, that's this back design. These are vintage versions that I got somewhere, I forget where. I got a couple of Lord Baltimore decks. I don't know why they're all colored up. One of them is missing a card, an Ace of Hearts or something or other. And so they were nice enough to send me another one. That person who sent me that. I got one here that's Barclay playing cards. Pretty cool. We got the Bucks in red. I also have a white one we'll get to later. We got the Bicycle, 1984 Olympics in blue and red. Very nice to have that in my collection. I like that. Also, Bicycle, Tall Stacks. 95, and the original one is 93 or something like that. 92 actually. Pretty cool. One way back designs, but still pretty cool. I got a couple of Heineken decks here, a red one and a blue one. Green one, sorry. Red one and a green one. Butterfingers. I believe the Carta Mundi. Still nice to have. I think this one might be missing a couple cards, something. I got, these are pretty cool, the Kennedy cards in red and blue. Vintage USB-C. Very vintage. Look at that seal. Very cool. I got an actual official Jerry's Nugget deck. I don't know what happened to the seal. I also had some reprints that are available if anyone wants to buy. I got, this is pretty cool, Nabisco thing from Nabisco. Very interesting. It's got an interesting court card, as you can see. Okay, this is actually not super old, good quality, but it's still kind of vintage. I got this one, that's pretty cool here as well. It is a vintage USB-C Magic Castle deck before they went to the Paulson and Carta Mundi decks. So that's a pretty cool find, I think. And I got this, a blue Braille Riderback deck, which is made for blind people. Cards are popping right out of the box. And they got, you can see the Braille right there. Of course, I have no idea what number is what, so it wouldn't work for me. But it might actually, you know, help for performing magic for people who are blind. So that's that box. I'll be back.